Thank you for tuning into Longview Game Day. I'm your host, Keaton Daniels, here sitting down with Coach King for a little weekly talk about all things football. Coach, you came here in early 2000 with Coach Collins, and you guys took over this Longview program. At that time, we wasn't winning, and ever since then, we've been known for nothing but winning across the state. What has your expectations been when you came in, and how has it transferred over?
Well, I knew that coming in that Longview had a rich tradition and history of playing top-level football, and we knew that we had some work to do to get it back where it needed to be, and roll up your sleeves and go to work. But it was a buy-in of the players and the community and the coaching staff to get the thing where we needed it to be, and quite frankly, it's where it needs to stay. But it goes back to tough kids and parents that let you coach the kids and hold them accountable, and don't have too many problems because they trust the process and the development of the kids, and I think they see it. The proof's in the pudding, whether it's on the field or academically or what they do after high school. So just a great place to coach. I've always said it. It reminds me of home where I grew up because this is a community team, and there's nothing like it.
Now, Coach, we're getting ready to start your 21st season now as the head ball coach. What gets you excited for this particular part of the year, the beginning of the season?
It's a game of football, high school football. And I said earlier, being a community team and what it means to this community. I get excited smelling fresh cut grass, painting the practice fields. We still do that. I'm an old school guy, and our coaching staff helps paint the field. And then the cheerleaders start cheering, and the band starts playing, and our dance line start performing. So all those things lead up to high school football. It's just the pageantry of it. And being at Longview, where we've got all these great support groups, we've got a great football program. Of course, we got Lobo Nation. That's something to get excited about, because not everybody gets to feel what we get to feel. And it is something special. I hope our kids cherish it. I know I do. Because you don't get to play this game forever. You don't get to coach it forever. So you better make the most out of every opportunity that you get. And every year's a new challenge. And there's doubters out there today about the Lobos, just like there is every year. People are questioning whether the move up to 6A will have an effect on us. You're losing a great senior class. All those things play in, but it's just a challenge. It's a thrill. It's building a new team. And it just didn't start 2 weeks ago. It started after we lost to Lancaster back in November. So I think that's why everybody, just on this staff, I can tell you it's a challenge, and it's just the good feeling of knowing that you accomplished something together.
Talk about the new challenges and the new team. We're playing an old rivalry in Lufkin. What are some of the things that we can expect from them going forward?
Well, it's going to be one of those East Texas slobber knockers now. And we got to go down to A. Martin Stadium and play the Panthers. And Todd Quick, got a tremendous amount of respect for him and his team and his staff. And, they kind of mirror us. East Texas team, the community thrives around it. But, every time we play them down there, you got to bring a little something extra. Because I'm going to tell you, they always play well there. They're excited to play. They've got a good bunch coming back, 8 or 9 back on defense, and they got a new quarterback on the offense with some electric guys. They lost the running back from last year, but they got another one that's a bruiser. So Lufkin is never going to be really far off when you go play them. And everybody has up and down years, but it's going to be physical, it's going to be fast, it's going to be intense. It's going to come down to who makes the fewest mistakes, but always a challenge. I think it's a great way to start the year. You'll know where you're at in a hurry.
Tell Lobo Nation what type of team that we have coming into this year. It's a young group. It's a newer group. Couple newer faces, especially on the defensive side of the ball in the secondary. But that's the same way every year. Talk about this team this year that we have.
Well, we have 40 seniors on this football team. 32 lettermen back, 8 starters back, which we've had fewer in years past. But as you mentioned, we got to replace the entire secondary, the 1s and the 2s, when you look at it. Because, we had a bunch of senior DBs that were the back-upper and played in our nickel packages, Lost a couple of key defensive linemen, Billy Smith and Zara Shepard, 2 guys that played 3 years of varsity football for us. So defensively, that's going to be the question mark. Our D-line and our secondary. I feel like our linebacking core with the three guys we got coming back, Reese and Brooks and Morrow, they can make plays. They've been there. I don't think the speed of the game will get to them, but and I don't think they're complacent in terms of, returning starters going through the motions. I've been real pleased with their effort and their communication. Offensively, we'll have a new quarterback. I feel like we got depth at running back. Both fullbacks that played last year back with Mumphrey and Mason Washington. And then, of course, we got Boosie back at tailback. And, he's a dude that's electric with the ball now. We got to find a way to turn him loose. Offensive line-wise, we got 4 or 5 guys back that played varsity football last year. Some started, some were in the rotation. Tight ends will be new, but, if they'll keep improving, I think they could be a strong point for us. And then our receiving core. We've got some guys that don't have a whole lot of varsity experience there. D.D. Williams is a big target. 6'5", 6'6" guy that's going to have to go win some balls for us. Kiefer Doxey's had a good camp as well. And then I did mention quarterback, but Maverick Rowe's going to start for us Friday night. Trey Hamilton's had a good camp too. I mean, he's a sophomore. He's going to make sophomore mistakes, but I've been pleased with his growth and development. And then the last thing is going to be the kicking game, where we lost a snapper, a holder, a kicker, a punter. We lost it all. So Mason Lundy will take over the snapping duties for us, and Dre Mitchell will be doing the punting and kicking. Inexperienced team in a lot of ways, but I feel like we still can be a good team if we progress throughout the year. We're going to make mistakes week one. I don't care how many starters you got coming back. Whatever you're going out and playing football for the first time against a different opponent when no coaches on the field, live action. The win-loss is up in the balance. Things happen. So all in all, I think we can be a good football team, and we just got to continue to improve.
All right, Coach King, in closing, tell Lobo Nation what you're expecting from them Friday night, and tell them what you expect from them all season long.
Well, I'd be disappointed if we don't have a packed house. We always do down at Lufkin, and I look forward to hearing them dogs barking in the stands, and I look forward to that Lobo chant that they'll do. There's nothing like it. And I got on a headset, but I can hear it behind me, and I can feel it. It makes the hair stand up on the back of my neck, and I know them kids get excited. But we're going to go down to Lufkin. We're going to get after it. We're going to represent Lobo Nation, and I know they'll be there in full force. And this football team understands what it represents. And, it's not only their families and this team, but also this community. And it means a lot to us. And I hope we represent it the right way, and Lobo Nation's there supporting us.
Well, I got chills as you talking about it. Lobo Nation, you've heard it. This is Coach King here. We look forward to seeing you guys on Friday night.